Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about DoorDash Crimson. So one of the most recent announcements that DoorDash made recently is some of the new Dasher benefits, and one of those benefits is the DoorDash Crimson Program, which looks like it will be replacing DasherDirect. So in this video, we are going to talk about everything you must know about the new DoorDash Crimson Program, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over is not just market to market, but case by case, and what applies to me and my market and what is best for me may not be what's best for you. So with that said, let's get started. Cash after every dash. No more awaiting all week or paying extra fees. Get paid instantly after every dash. Earn cash back on your purchases. And manage your money securely and easily, all within the Dasher app. It's the account that works for you. So far, it looks like it is just going to literally be the new DasherDirect with a different bank partner and a different card distributor. And in case you didn't hear, DasherDirect is ending this year because DoorDash and Payfare didn't renew their contract. Why they didn't renew their contract is beyond me, but a lot of people were saying that Payfare was shady, which seems like a match made in hell, right? This seems like it's the new card distributor and bank that's going to replace it. In case you didn't hear about this though, and you need a little bit more context, they made a video talking all about that. I will leave that in the description. Feel free to check that out. Money on your terms. Check your balance, transfer money, and more, all within the Dasher app without worrying about overdraft fees or minimum balance requirements. So unlike how DasherDirect was a separate app from your Dasher app, you would manage it all within the Dasher app. This is going to add an asinine amount of confusion for those who get deactivated, but more on that later. Perks come standard. As a DoorDash Crimson cardholder, you can get up to 3% cash back when you purchase gas at the pump and 2% cash back on electric vehicle charging. So this is actually a little bit better when it comes to cash back. DasherDirect used to offer 2% as a standard. They had a promo where they offered 10% cash back, but it dropped down to 2 again when there was some sort of shortage or when COVID was a thing. 3% is also pretty standard to what most credit cards are offering as well though, including business credit cards. And as gig workers, it is already an uphill battle for us to build our credit, so I wouldn't risk the opportunity cost. Access exclusive offers with DoorDash Crimson on top of the standard cashback on gas and EV charging. Take advantage of additional cashback offers and discounts and memberships like exclusive gallon discounts at Shell gas stations, discounts on auto maintenance and tax preparation services. Okay, I'm not gonna act like I like this card or any of the pretenses behind it, but I'll be honest, this is a smart move on DoorDash's part. Partnering with a gas station brand to further add value to the card and having additional discounts is an excellent move for DoorDash. That said, Shell is a good one, but I know it is also the most expensive one out of the ones I know. Like every time I find a Shell gas station, it is among the highest, if not the highest gas station. That's a market to market thing though. Discounts on auto maintenance is one of the features that we will be adding to the Driven Wyld Discord server, a Discord server for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in the self-employment and entrepreneurial journey that they're currently on. And in terms of tax preparation service, well, that's where GigTax is here to help. And as somebody who has ventured into self-employment via food delivery apps, the income is promising. That said, you are also faced with challenges such as navigating taxes as a self-employed person, which will help you transform your gig into a sustainable business. GigTax was founded by Joseph Mayo, a seasoned gig worker with over 7,000 deliveries across 7 platforms since 2020. And they understand the challenges of freelancers, rideshare drivers, and couriers, and online sellers, gig workers of all kinds. Their #1 online tax preparation service is designed to help maximize your tax savings and save you time, energy, and money. Enjoy exclusive discounts on tax preparation services as well as a range of additional benefits such as electronic filing, strategy sessions, year-round direct access to tax pros and financial partners, client app and portal, tax planning, services, quarterly tax reviews, and more. All absolutely free and incredibly valued benefits when filing with GigTax. Book your free strategy session today at gigtaxservice.com/drivenwyld and enter the code WILD, all lowercase, to access your special offering. Let GigTax help simplify, educate, and support you on your tax journey, whether you're a gig worker trying to make some extra money or becoming a successful entrepreneur leading an incredible lifestyle. Visit GigTax using the link in the description below. And with that out of the way, let's continue. How to apply for DoorDash Crimson. Crimson will be available to all Dashers in the coming weeks, and Dashers will receive an email letting them know that they're able to enroll. When DoorDash Crimson is available to you, tap the Earnings tab and then learn more in your Dasher app to apply. So as of this recording, it's not available yet. That said, keep an eye out for it, and if that's something you would find valuable in your Dasher app, go for it. What is the DoorDash Crimson deposit account? The DoorDash Crimson account is a personal banking account where Dashers can receive their earnings and enjoy cash back and perks. The DoorDash Crimson account includes a DoorDash Crimson Visa debit card for spending. Keep in mind as well, this is a personal bank account, not a business bank account. So for those of you who have an LLC or S Corp, not sure if this would make the most sense for you. What information is needed to apply? You'll need to confirm your personal information, address, and social security number submitted when creating your Dasher account. In some cases, you may be asked to provide a form of government ID as well. If you need to update any of the information submitted previously, please reach out to Dasher support at 1-855-973-1040. Interesting how they don't talk about other forms of tax identification yet. Makes sense because considering that this isn't a neobank that they're working with now, but more on that in a bit. How soon will I know if I'm approved? Many applicants are approved right away. If your application requires additional information, you may be asked to provide a form of government ID within the DoorDash Crimson application flow. In the event that your application isn't approved right away, you will receive a status update in the Dasher app. It may take up to 3 business days to review and respond. This is kind of just DoorDash's MO here. It is one of the things I have to give them props on. They are very quick about approvals and activations. But remember though, that instant gratification has its own consequences. What will happen to my DasherDirect funds? DoorDash is transitioning away from DasherDirect and their contract with Payfare has been terminated. That said, they are now using a new bank partner and issuing different cards with DoorDash Crimson. They say their contract would be terminated in 2025. I would personally say to get your money out of there if you can. But again, not advice. That's just me personally. Starion Bank. This bank is kind of a curveball to me. They're a small bank in North Dakota and have earned a lot of hate for their poor customer service. Which if it's a competition for worst customer service, they have a long uphill battle with DoorDash. So again, match made in hell. However, that does not mean I would trust this bank with my money, especially since DoorDash said they are going to be handling the customer service on their end. So not very high hopes here. Prepaid card rules. The DasherDirect card was very much referred to as a prepaid debit card, meaning that there are many limitations on what you could do with it, such as balance minimums for using it at the pump and other limitations. That said, this is a different system with a different bank, which means they may operate under the same guidelines or they may have different guidelines entirely. So we're gonna have to see as we go. DoorDash Influence on your account. Look, we all know reputation DoorDash has earned, wrongful deactivations, withholding pay, along with many other atrocities. Those aren't the kind of people I would want to have long-term access to my money. After all, I am capitalizing on opportunities to earn in every way I can, but this isn't the only great opportunity. The risk seems to heavily outweigh the reward. Uberlyft Phoenix was deactivated and lost $1,700 because DoorDash was holding onto the money. When people signed up for DasherDirect and it was operated by a separate company, in the event they got deactivated, they at least had all the money they earned. Now, even when you are paid faster, they are still holding on to it. So maybe they saw that and wanted more control. I don't know. No credit check. DoorDash makes it explicitly clear that this account won't affect your credit card and will act as a personal bank account. This is good for those with less than great credit, but also a double-edged sword. You aren't building your credit and therefore are going to to have a challenge qualifying for a lot of opportunities, such as renting an apartment, qualifying for loans, and sometimes even some opportunities. I know when I was in banking, the bank ran a credit check on me. Not to mention the overall discrimination and challenge of being a gig worker or self-employed people in general. Just keep in mind you are going to have an uphill battle with credit building, so you need every advantage you can get. I would say you might want to consider building your business credit sooner rather than later, especially if you're in business for yourself. This is not the red card. I'm going to make this part really quick. This is not the red card. This is an account for you. Not the DoorDash red card you are using for a shop and pay order. In fact, I say if you use this at all, you make sure the red card and the crimson card are in two completely separate parts of your wallet or not in the same wallet at all. You don't want to start accidentally making those mistakes. If you need more information about the red card, I made a video on that as well. The link is going to be in the description. Feel free to check that out. Physical card. The physical card should arrive 7 to 10 business days in the address you have on DoorDash. So if you moved during the time in which you were a Dasher, you might want to check that before applying. Also, you could still use the card for online purchases, pay bills, and complete bank transfers until your card arrives. No need to wait to access your earnings until your card arrives. That said, if you need to replace your card due to it being lost or damaged, it will run you $5. Virtual card. While you wait, or even indefinitely, you can access your virtual card by adding it to your Apple, Google, or Samsung wallet. It acts as a digital copy of your physical card, though, so if you replace the physical card for any reason, you will have to replace the digital one as well. Deactivated drivers. If your Dasher account is deactivated, you will continue to have access to your DoorDash Crimson account information and any funds. To access your account, reach out to customer support at 1-855-793-1040. You could also use an ATM to check your account information, withdraw funds, make transfers, or conduct other activities. Additionally, you will be able to leverage an online DoorDash Crimson banking portal to access your DoorDash Crimson account. I can already see it now, how they will use any excuse in the world to wrongfully deactivate drivers and then close the account for security purposes or suspect of fraud, when in reality, nothing has been done wrong at all. And that is why I would argue that this account is more of a risk than it should be, because you are giving these people a lot of leverage over you that you really shouldn't, especially since they have a track record of doing shitty things. Also, if I am multi-apping with other platforms as well and having a well-diversified gig portfolio, I don't want them to know that and have more of a reason to deactivate me. It is up to you on how you want to conduct yourself with this, but I would personally not involve myself with it. That said, if you don't have a well-diversified gig portfolio, feel free to check out the Driven Wyld Discord server and get started with that. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I partnered with high-level professionals in our industry to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings, more live streams with high-level professionals in our industry, an educational system to help you build your own dispatch company, and scalable opportunities. Whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not the goal, and you're looking for something with a little bit more growth and scalability, there is something here for you. Check out the link in the description and get started with making the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.